Hey there. So, just finished my run, 2.6 miles, and this is 2 years since surgery, my peroneal tendon transfer, June 2nd, 2022. Wanted to just speak right after the run, and I'll talk about the journey, but before I get into the journey, the car ride here, thinking about it and just thinking about the past 2 years and realizing how it was only good thoughts. You can imagine there was work to be done, and all of us go through something physical and mental and spiritual, whatever you believe in, and there's always some sort of, there's joy and there's also a recovery process in it. There's a process in it, and that work is tough, and questions come up, all of that tough. And now, since surgery, there were a lot of tough moments, as we all have. And now here, 2 years later, but before I did the run, this moment, like in the car, just thinking about it, I remember the moments, but like, it's nothing but joy. And I know there's gotta be, people are going through tough stuff. In the moment, it's hard. But I think if you look back at any moment in the present time, you look back and there's joy in that. So that's something that I'm holding on to for sure. Now, talking about the journey, 2 months, got surgery. I was off on crutches, not weight bearing for, it was 2 months on crutches, and then in a boot, slowly started to crutch it, put weight on the foot, and that was another like month to 2 months, then start coming out of the boot. And I would say it took me got surgery June, I came back to Equinox in October, so 4 months, okay, 4 months. So, but that 4th month, I was definitely feeling a lot of stuff in my foot, and I was still scared, like, is this healed? My goodness, I'm walking, but I'm also grateful that I'm walking, all this, but like, there was a lot of stuff going on, and hey there, and so that's that. And then, but that was 4 months later, and then turns into 5 months, 6 months, and like now I'm thinking about running, and I was signed up for 9+1, and I walk almost all the races. I'm sort of shuffling, and it's not easy, and I feel stuff in my foot. The heel, that surgery was done on, the Calcaneal Osteotomy, felt great almost immediately, like when I was outside of the boat. The Peroneal Tendon, I would say maybe, I'm sort of guessing here, and I have videos on it, but like maybe month 6, 8, like I felt way better, and a year in, I didn't even feel where the surgery was done, where the tendon transfer happened on the ankle, right? So, a year later, strong. And then the inside of my ankle started hurting, and I hope you guys hear me, but yeah, the inside of my ankle, started hurting, and I had a few moments in races that like I tweaked it, and it was like I was getting worried about my posterior tibial tendon. Didn't get it checked out, and that lasted for like a year to now. Now I'm getting confident in it. Like I just did a lot of in the car, driving, tip raises, moving windshield wiper with my foot, inversion, like a lot of stuff with my foot while I'm driving, and like toe yoga just to move the ankle around and strengthen it, mobility work, right? Like side lunges, knees to the wall, just dorsiflexion, and that helped. I mean, yeah, it doesn't hurt. Now, something on my big toe flexor was taken. the flexor hallucis longus. So around the brevis, I feel like a very hole in my sock type feeling when my toes sticking out. When I'm walking on a hardwood floor or something, it feels like I step on a Lego block. All around that region, I don't know if like the brevis is overworking, what's going on with it. It doesn't hurt as much in sneakers, barely doesn't hurt at all. I go for a run, I feel good. I do feel it though. It's like almost like a sunburn type feeling on the bottom of my foot. And sunburn is a bit hard of a, it's less than a sunburn, right? The thing is, when I started wearing like Hokas and my recovery flip-flops more and less time on the hardwood floor, it starts to get better and I feel better in sneakers. So I think it's the brevis just doing so much work and it's tired and I need to give it a rest. And quite frankly, my posterior tibial tendon, when my toe started hurting, I stopped. And that's probably mostly what really healed the tendon, whatever was going on there. And now I have to do the same with my big toe. But I think you guys know, and I'll start walking this way. I think you guys know, like, you also gotta have movement in it, right? I can't just stop. So that's going on with the big toe, and it's 2 years later now. But I'm confident. I will say, last month I was getting very close to calling my surgeon, my PT, and it's now June. I believe I have something set up with my PT. I will put something on the calendar, like that half-year mark, for her to put me through some tests. There is it's like a blister calluses building up on top of my big toe, but it's also other places too. So like that's what I'm thinking about that. I'm running. I'm able to do other stuff. What has helped me? Stretching at night. Let me not kid you, I'm not stretching every night before bed, but I'm trying to more and more, and I know how important it is. Strength work. I do 3 days of legs, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. And usually Sunday, I'm bilateral, right? 2 legs. Then Tuesday, 1 leg. Thursday, I'm moving around a bit more with legs. And I just single leg stuff. But I also noticed when I started pushing it too hard, I think that's where my toes started acting up. So it's just the balance with that. And but doing the leg work. Isometrics. My run coach was telling me, like, isometrics in a plantar flexed type position, and also with my legs straight, fully extended, and also in that runner's gait where my leg is flexed at the knee, right? Isometrics, eccentrics, leg stuff. And I mean, most likely that's nothing new for you guys. I think being kind to myself, sleep, prioritizing sleep is, and look, I'm healing. There's still very much road ahead. So I'm not coming at this video like these are XY, like this is what you need to do. I'm coming more at these are the feelings that I feel are helping me, and I feel I need to hold on to them. So whatever that means for you, that's that. And just keep pushing. That's one thing with me. Keep pushing. What else is there to do, right? Other than push, take on the day. I'm gonna have dinner now, do some programming. Today in church, I got to read out my grandmother's name, Maria Ovchadek, and I mean, she means so much to me. My family means so much to me. There's a reason behind it. Keep going, guys. Love you guys. Always up.